When I was younger, I had a rough life. It's in my book that I wrote. And there was places that I'd run away. I'd live in the woods. I would just to get away from the abuse that we took as the physical and mental abuse that we took as children. There were areas that I went to were safe places. One of them was a maple tree, probably 30 feet high, maybe 40 feet. I don't know. It was a big tree, old tree. But I remember climbing as a little kid. I was young. I would climb to the top of the tree, and the branches were small. And I would take all these branches. I would just kind of hug them together, and I would stand on a couple of ledges. It was always the same branches, but I just hung onto these branches and kind of like hugged onto them. And I would just watch the sun go away. And for miles and miles, I could see miles and miles down the road in the country where we lived. And that was my safe place. I was up there. I could feel the wind blowing, moving the trees. It was weird that it was obviously a very unsafe place for me to be, because it would, I just could have broken a branch or whatever. Or I could have fell out of the tree and died. But I didn't. And I did it many times. Nobody knew where I was at. I never told anybody till later in life that I would hide in this tree, that I would climb up the tree. It was on the side of the house we lived in. And that was my protection. I felt like I was the king of the world, that I owned the world, because I could see for miles and miles and miles. I could see the sun. I felt the warmth of the sun. I felt the breeze. Nothing could hurt me. Nothing could hurt me. Coming down was hard. But I felt like a new person every time I did, because it's like, okay, I know what's going to happen when I come down, but I always have this place to go to. What do you do when something's going south for you? When things don't seem to go that place for you? What I found is, when I was up there, I wasn't out there. I was inside. I was inside with my spirit, inside my body, collecting my thoughts, getting myself strong so that I can become, so I can move on with life, so I can accept what's good, the things that are going to happen. But so my safe place was inside. Now I'm not telling you to revert to inside and not come out. What I'm asking you to do is to just take some deep breaths, allow them to release, and understand that things are going to be okay. Think about the good things that you have in life, not those bad things. Think about those things you're grateful for. Think about how much you love yourself. Think about, we're always going to have tough times as we experience our life, as we go through our lives, but things will get better. Things do get better. We've gone through a lot of stuff. We've gone through a lot of shit. We've gotten through a lot of stuff. We're going to get through these things. We're going to get through the pains, the questions, the uncertainties that we have in life. You're going to make that happen. Your protection, your protective place is inside. I want you to understand that. I want you to move forward and take care of yourself. I want to cut this video short because I don't want to make it too long. Like my tree, like some of the other places I had, my safe places, we have that in our hearts and our soul, in our minds. Just do what you need to do. Take some deep breaths. Say, okay, I'm going to move through this. I'm going to get through this, and step through it. You're going to get through everything, all these tough things you have. You're going to get through them. We're all going to. Hope that makes sense to you. I love you. Peace.